Hi everyone! You know, famous Portuguese philosopher and poet Ferdinando Pessoa once said of certainty, that is, twisting the objective nature of our perceptions and fitting our ideas to reality or truth, is actually a symptom of ignorance or madness. You know, heading into the new school year, I wonder if he might just be onto something. Because if you've spent any time in a school lately, and by lately I mean, let's say, the last decade, you'll know that certainty has been quietly escorted off the premises. I remember earlier in my career when we used to talk about, these things called 5-year plans with straight faces. 5 years! These days, I'm quietly impressed if we get through a term without rewriting something that was absolutely, apparently essential 3 weeks earlier. And yet, here we are again. New year, fresh planners, lovely speeches about clarity, vision and direction, all very useful, all necessary, but also kind of fictional. I guess what I'm saying is that uncertainty isn't visiting education, it's moved in, it's unpacked, and it's eaten the last biscuit in the staff room. Now let's be honest, the curriculum's shifting, staff are doing more with less, behaviour isn't simple, attendance isn't even guaranteed, and AI, well, it's popped its head up around the door asking questions like, so, where do I sit? Throw in the emotional weight our kids are carrying, and the adults that come with them, and the idea that leadership means certainty starts to look less impressive and more, slightly unhinged. I guess what I've learned is, mostly the hard way, is that leadership doesn't fall apart because leaders don't know enough. It falls apart when leaders pretend that they do. Some of the best moments of my own leadership came when I stopped saying, here's the plan, and started saying, here's what we know so far, and here's what we're still working out. That small shift, well, really, it does change everything. Yes, certainty does sound strong, but it also often shuts conversations down. Uncertainty, if you handle it well, does the opposite. It invites thinking. It creates shared ownership. It gives people permission to contribute rather than just to comply. You know, I've sat in meetings where leaders spoke with absolute confidence and everyone else quietly switched off. And I've also sat in rooms where a leader admitted, I'm not quite sure yet, and the collective intelligence of the group immediately lifted. Uncertainty doesn't weaken leadership, but pretending it doesn't exist, well, that kind of does. The leaders who are coping best right now aren't the ones gripping tighter. No, they're the ones who've learned to stay curious. They ask better questions. They slow decisions just enough, and they focus less on control and more on coherence, values, relationships, and trust. And here's the reassuring bit. Uncertainty doesn't have to mean chaos. It just means that you lead differently. So instead you find yourself anchoring in purpose, not prediction. You prioritize principles over plans, and you create cultures that can adapt rather than systems that need defending. And I guess perhaps more importantly, you model something powerful for your staff and students alike, that not knowing everything isn't a flaw, it's just a starting point. So, maybe Pessoa was right. Maybe certainty really is overrated. Because right now, the most useful leadership skill isn't actually having the answers. It's being steady enough to lead without them. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, then you'll undoubtedly enjoy reading my book. Am I Having Fun? Is stacked full of great leadership ideas to help free up your thinking time so that you can enjoy your job a lot more. Get your copy now.